I want to react on 3-4 issues. Number one, has Ruto spent more? Yes, he has spent more. But I just want to choke out your mind. Number one, how many state visits did Uhuru had in 3.5 years? Because if we want to compare Ruto's expense to Uhuru's expense, then even we cannot say in 10 years versus 3 years, because even that is to show that probably Uhuru is an angel. Okay, in 3.5 years, how many state visits did President Uhuru had? How many presidents in the world visited Kenya in 3.5 years? And what was the cost of hosting those presidents? Because when a country is a host, number one, probably transportation of the president who is visiting your country is done by probably you. If not transportation, then hosting includes sleeping, where they sleep, what they eat, what they do, the cost revolving around their stay in State House. Okay, the cost of hosting one president, like last week, we had was it a president or somebody who came from Italy? The cost of hosting that, whether it's an ambassador or a president or a vice president or whatever, or the prince, the cost of hosting that person with his presidential suit. The president does not move around alone, just like even these foreign ministers, they don't move around alone, they have a staff. So let's talk about 50 people. If you are spending 1 million on a person to stay in 3 days, for example, and the number of people who are visiting your country are very many. Why are very many? Because Ruto was advertising Kenya as a global market, from labor, youths to industrials to everything, climate smart, climate whatever, agriculture, military, global business. Kenya is in the map. You can see that there are more tourists who have visited Kenya in Ruto's regime than in Uhuru, Kibaki, blah blah combined. I'm not supporting Ruto. I'm calling out a fact. Because mine is not to support, mine is to call out a fact. Call out things the way they are. Mwafu is not correct by saying in 3.5 years, Ruto has spent too much compared to President Uhuru, who in 3.5 years, President Uhuru had only welcomed less than 50 different states to Kenya. Not even 50, let's say maybe less than 20. Go to archives and check the history. This guy, every president in the world dies to come to Kenya and visit Nairobi. How many have come? You know. How many countries has Ruto visited? Let me ask you a question. If you have so many friends visiting you, are you not supposed also to visit them? People ask, why is Ruto visiting too much outside? I remember by last year they had counted 69 times. I don't know by this year Ruto has visited how many times outside. Probably it is 90 or 100 or past 100 times on the air, guys. This guy, this man Ruto, guys, he stays in the air over 100 different times, going outside to different countries, China, Russia, where. So what am I saying, guys? What I'm saying is that in your house, guys, in your house, if you are having serious visitors, and let me say in 3 days, guys, you are having very serious visitors, an envoy of a delinquency of let me say 50 people, but they are coming regularly. Maybe you are hosting a family of 20 people per family, but you are having like 100 families in 3 days, and another person is having 10 families in 10 days. Who spends more? Assuming that the standard of those families, the standard of the families are equivocable, are same. You are a certain guy, a certain billionaire. You know, Kenya is not just a country. Kenya is a real country because we are in the middle class, whatever economy. We came from lower class, now we are in the middle class, guys, moving towards upper. So assume Kenya as a family, as your family in the house. And in your family, this house, in 3 years, you have been visited by 10 serious billionaires families. And your brother in your shoes in 10 years has been visited by only 20 serious families. Who spends more? The person who has been visited by 100 different families in 3 years, or the person who has been visited by 20 different families in 10 years? Who spends more? The question you will answer. I need the answer in the comment section. If I've overstepped, sorry. Maaf, I will be on you guys. We will be talking more, and I like Mav. I like how you react, guys. I just watch your podcasts regularly because I enjoy them. That's why I chose you. I'll be reacting on around 3 people or 4, the serious guys. May don't go for the jokers. One is Mav. Another guy whom I will be checking his videos. He called himself David Wafula. He's a Bukusu from Kitala. I know him very well, even from his home. Another serious guy that I will be observing the videos, who is spewing a certain narrative. Every time in his video he gives a narrative, and the narrative is always false. He calls himself Professor Manyora. And the next guy on the line that we shall be also checking his videos mostly is called Lee. And I like Lee, how Lee is partial. Lee has always been on opposition, but you can be able to fact check. You can fact check what Lee says regularly. So on those 4, I'll begin with them, but later we will add more numbers like the bold. Like I like Bolt because he's detailed. Bolt is detailed. Bolt do his research very well before he comes to present his views. It's only that his views are always biased. But Bolt is also another man in the tackle. Welcome, guys. This is Wanyala. I love to end the video. Share the video, guys. Like, subscribe to this YouTube channel, guys. This is Behind the Mask. Which mask? The bloggers mask, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.